Everyone ready? Chat, are we ready? Everyone paying attention? I want to give everyone a second or two to get here. Let me know
Y'all
in the
better
chat
get
if you guys
ready.
are ready. Because I know like some of you may have walked away. I want to give everyone a chance to make sure they get back to their computer or their phone.
Look at him, a floating head.
You're in the
There
pool.
we go. Yeah, I'm in the pool.
Dude, come to my side of the house, will you already? So here's the best part. Before you ask the question, one day we're gonna be in the same room, and then I'm gonna come onto your screen, and you're gonna come onto mine. And then
I
we're
know.
gonna,
Yeah, we gotta do
we're gonna-
that. We gotta do
We're in the
that.
same house
I
the whole
swear,
time.
We
dude,
have to do that.
if you guys you have to go in person and you guys just
Yes.
oh my god, I
That'd be
would
so
cry if Jordan walked off his screen and into Will's screen. I would cry laughing.
Oh.
All right, chat, are we
Alright,
ready?
Drop it. Everybody's ready.
Ready? Okay, here comes the trivia question. Once again, first person to answer this correctly in the chat will win the 50K growth account from Tradeify. Somebody give me a countdown or something. Are we ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby, drop it.
Here it comes. Whoop. Boom.
That's why you need the.
What date was the first wolf trading space?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wolf trading. When was the first space? When did we start?
Keyword wolf trading
We
space.
used to have Jordan. We used to, we had spaces. We had Wolf Financial. When the Wolf Trading launched, when was the first Wolf Trading space?
Oh.
Let's see. I don't think anybody's gotten it yet.
Hold on, Daddy.
I need the date. I need the day and the month at least. And the year. Don't just give me that.
I took a guess.
A couple people have hit the year.
Okay, a couple people hitting
Oh,
the year.
I see it. Nope, I see it. I
You
see
got
the
it?
winner.
Who?
Hold
Oh,
on.
I see it. Yeah, who?
I see it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hold on. I saw the winner right there.
There he is. There he
April
is.
11th, 2025. Boom,
Let's go.
bang, bing bong,
That's
as
lower.
Jordan would
Is that the-
say.
Boom,
Oh,
boom,
of the
boom,
year?
boom, bop, bam.
It's almost the
We
low of the year.
put the low in. We marked the low of the bear market with Wolf Trading
Let's go.
in 2025. April 11th is the correct answer. I don't know how to pronounce your name.
I don't know either, but we're gonna go with Pola.
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 Please DM the Wolf Trading X account. Tell us who you are so we know who to look for.
Don't worry, Frozzy. More accounts coming, baby. Don't worry. We'll do more giveaways in the future.
I want to know how you found that so fast too.
Yeah. Seriously. I didn't even know it until you sent me it. Like I didn't even know.
And it didn't take me. I know how to use the search function pretty well, so it didn't take me too long to figure it out. But boom.
You
The good news is I have more accounts to give away on a different day, and we'll do it in a different manner. But for the first one, I'm gonna do it live here.
how
on
we
stream.
handling it? Are they gonna DM you and get their email or something? What do you need?
Pull out. Send a DM to the Wolf Trading X account, and I have a code for you that will give you a free 50K growth account from Tradeify. Shout out Tradeify, 30% off. The sell is still going on with code Wolf, and I have more accounts to give away on another day. So
Let's go.
if you didn't win, whatever. Sorry about you. Sorry, not sorry.
Don't worry, more
Boom.
coming.
Now, I see you said you sent it. Now tell me, how did you figure it out? Tell us
curious.
How did you figure it out so fast?
Maybe this
I'm
guy's
just curious.
hot on advanced search. He might be.
He may be
Most
super
people don't
hot
know
on
how
that.
to use it, so.
No ching.
Oh, I think we got the DM. You got
Find it?
them. It's in
Okay.
requests.
Yeah. Let's get that.
Most recent request. Shout out Pola. Shout out everybody that participated. We'll do more.
How do we
Fun.
verify that this is actually you?
Have him type his @ in the chat. If you really want to verify it. It's also the only DM.
Like 5 people are like, "Oh, it was me."
Yeah, right. I know. No, you could just ask him what his that is, but I don't see any other DMs. So
All right,
You got it,
we
Em?
All right,
All right.
yeah.
don't worry, Polo, we got you. Oh, Amma Jamma, long and chill. She was up like $5,000 earlier on silver contracts. Damn.
Silver.
that.
I haven't looked at that today. Actually,
Or that was yesterday, I guess. That was 19 hours ago.
what did Robert Kiyosaki said? Silver was going to gap up to 100 last night. Today it would be $100. I think he missed
All
it
right.
a bit.
Yeah.
Code has been given.
It's ooh.
Code has been given.
SPY is bouncing off 15-minute volume point of control and putting in a Morningstar reversal.
What time is it? Oh, we just started Power Hour not too long ago. So
Power hour, baby. Back testing
Then-
resistance right here. So if it can get a little push higher, close over top, it looks good.
yeah, kind of makes sense. We got a bounce. We were towards low a day going into Power
And-
Hour. It's a low chance we make a new low a day. So the fact that we're bouncing, not a huge surprise.
And right here, look, the point of control is back up here, so it's like a magnet. High volume area of the day. This makes sense.
But your tick, all morning, honestly, it was closing above the 0 line.
Yes, not very
Now
bearish.
now it's finally starting to get candle closes underneath the 0 line. It's even doing it right now. It just retested and rejected it. So
Ooh, Alcoa is flying new high. AA.
There you go, Alcoa.
hey Ron,
Dude, that's almost doubled since November.
Wow.
Golly.
Those are the ones you're just like, how is that not on my radar? Look at this thing. Holy.
whoa, that's weird. What made you bring that up? Because I just got an alert.
Because an alert just went off.
Oh. Yeah,
we probably have the same alert, Casey.
mine was a flow alert.
Oh, yours is
Oh.
flow now. Mine.
Oh.
So someone just bought $65 calls for February 20th. They bought 5,000 contracts at $330 for $1.65 million.
Look at this thing. I mean, it's obviously weekly, but just this. This is like a monster rounded bottom. Like I'd almost call it like a cup and handle, but like a soup cup, like a big one.
Like a soup cup.
You know, like the big bowl. You know, not like this little cup, like the one the
A big
Red
dog.
Bull from Panera. Like, look at this thing. What is? How did we miss? I haven't looked at this thing. I can tell you that right now. I haven't looked at it in a long time. Look at the last 8 weeks of candles. Just, oh my god, this thing was what 30? It's doubled. Wow.
What about CRS? I see that one in the chat here. Look, by the way, the market came in. SPX hit right at that 6,900. It held it. It's kind of just chopping around. Qs are a little bit weaker. IWM starting to round a little bit, but still up near the highs. CS stuff's going to start here in 45 minutes, 44 minutes. So just giving everybody a heads up on that. CRS.
Yeah, Carpenter Technology Corporation. I don't know. I don't know much about this company, but
But I know the chart.
looks pretty good. trend line. Got a nice base here
That
on the week.
50-day just wick and go twice.
Yeah,
Next giveaway is an ounce of silver, right? Oh,
could be.
Whoa. Are
got
you
the-
donating that, Boris? Or-
yeah.
Oh, it's not like we're making a lot of money off of this, sir.
Yeah, you get a nice consolidation, and then right here into the 50, and a monster buyer stepped in and said, "Hey, I'd like me some CRS. Let's go to the upside." So now you could maybe a little cup and handle action. Boom, we kind of consolidate and then go to a lower time frame, like the hourly or something.
If Pepsi closes underneath 140, I'll swing the rest. Still have a few left after the move downside this morning, but if it does close under 140, I'll swing the rest.
Turtle soup, I like that. Butter. Pepsi, let's pull that up.
Now I took puts this morning.
Yeah, so did I. I'm in that as well.
Yeah, got a nice move down, break of structure. Yeah, just like that. Yep.
This is another great
Nice.
why triangles are so good, is because sometimes you get the false breakout, there it is, and then just fell apart. But when they break, they usually break with some steam. Now you're below the 200. I guess what's your first target? You're gonna trim some here at 138.5,
Me this morning, I did at 140.
140. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so probably you lose 138.5. Maybe we come down here and fill this gap.
Yeah. So the ones that I took were 135s,
135.
so they have a little bit of time. So would like to see it move down from here down to 137.50, 137, and then see if it can potentially fill that gap down there.
I need AMD to lose 220. That's what I need.
So yeah, the 135s for February 20th. Those are the ones I took this morning. They're still sitting around close to $200 on the contracts, so they're still up nicely. But got
If you look at
a nice move and trim this morning.
AMD, I shorted it this morning. I did take one trim already, 20%, just to de-risk a little bit. But running up into this event, I think this event's overhyped. Lisa Sue's talking tonight. I think it's a sell the news overall. But then on the chart, it gapped up 2 days in a row. It gapped up above the 50-day and then lost it. And it lost that like support level that it had there around 227, right where that 50-day was, where the high was on Friday. And those couple things together, once it lost that, that's why I said, okay, I'm going to try to short this back down to the 215 area. And then if it gets follow through further out, then you look for like 205, 200.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. And what's the president of Venezuela? What's his name?
Maduro.
Tomorrow?
Someone posted a cartoon picture of him and Diddy together in the same cell in jumpsuits.
I saw that
And
one. That was good.
Diddy sitting behind him. He says, "It's okay. They took my oil too."
Bro, I've seen so many Diddy oil jokes.
Oh my god!
I think the best one is that the skit, the Dave Chappelle skit, when he's
Oh yeah.
You talking about oil?
Oil?
Oh shit!
What the fuck talking about oil? And then he just knocks the glass over and runs.
Yeah, they run out of the corner.
He knocks the water over. Oh, there was a bunch of good ones.
Every time I see that one, I laugh. It doesn't matter what it is. It's so funny.
It's like the guy had like 4 fresh outfits on the whole time. Like he was telling everyone good. Like he's like Happy New Year, good night, Happy New Year.
Yeah, he's
Like I'll say this though, Venezuela, like a lot of Venezuelans are celebrating around the world as they should be, just as it pertains to them, regardless of the political side of everything, just how it pertains to Venezuela and the situation. There's still going to be a long process before anything gets stabilized and fixed there. It's not like, hey, this guy's gone,
that's the
you hold
first
an election in
step.
30 days.
It's not
and-
like everything's just
you
sunshine and
have
rainbows.
you have a power vacuum now because there's so many organized crime groups there
Right.
that are all fighting. Like while there were a lot of people out in the streets celebrating, there was also opposition factions to him and other groups that are, paramilitary groups and stuff that are all organizing. They're organizing to try to basically take advantage of the situation or position themselves to be, the next, influence in the country. So it's a long road from here. And then on the oil side of things, they have a sour crude, which it's not like the quote unquote sweet version like that we have in the US. It takes a lot of infrastructure. Yes, they have a lot of proven reserves, but they only currently have less than 1% of the total oil supply that's produced. Yes, they have 20% of the reserves that have been proven, but the infrastructure stuff's not there. There's a long road. So if you're thinking, oil is just going to get way cheaper or what this and that, it's not months but years out on the oil production from all the research that I was doing over the weekend. So
I was saying that earlier, but I think maybe before you came on, it's a much longer dated process for oil, and it's a lot of heavy crude that's down there, which we do have refining capacity in the South to do heavy crude, but it is going to be a much longer time frame for that oil to come online. It is not something that is going to happen overnight. It is not something that's going to happen probably even this year. There's a lot of infrastructure that needs to be put in. So I said maybe in the short term over the next 6 to 12 months, maybe the infrastructure players that are going to go in there and set up and dig and drill and add technology, maybe those will be the plays other than just the big oil conglomerates.
Yeah, and that's why you're seeing like Chevron and some of these that are already there. You're seeing like Chevron Gap Up and some of these other Schlumberger and some of these other names that are going to be in that sector, the picks and shovels side of things. That's what's going to be pumping up right now in anticipation of all that.
Pepsi Candle's coming in here on the 5-minute, about to go test equal lows. See if it can break that and give new lows before end of day.
Ooh, dumping. Nobody's drinking wild cherry Pepsi today, apparently.
Not today.
Yep. That's not looking good for Pepsi. What about its friend? Its friend, the Coca-Cola company, doing the same thing. It looks like.
Yeah. KO. The setup on Pepsi, you drew it perfectly. It was the exact same thing I had, just that trend line break of structure.
Yeah.
Coke was a little bit different on the higher time frame, but overall, I mean, they both didn't look that fantastic.
Have you guys looked at Hood today and how perfectly it bottom wicked that level that we talked about?
Look at all these levels I have drawn here, but yes, look at that.
So if you go back the gap up, if you look at the gap from back in September, we were targeting that 110 and change area. I have this drawn at like 110.50 something, I think. I don't know, but it hit my box exactly to the wick on Friday. I think maybe Casey mentioned it because we were in those puts that printed pretty nicely. Boy, that's a big reaction out of that area, though.
Bottoming tail hammer, and then boom to the upside, back above. You get you almost could say this is like, I guess when I look at it this way, it's like you have false breakdown because you had follow through that got rejected like immediately at that 110 level that we talked about, and which is kind of, you got these highs over here and stuff. But when you see a candle that you get that big bottoming tail, like you don't want to, if you were short it, you got to be out of it, because if the next candle's going to be this, it's going to be, you get this above the highs, because then you get everybody steps in and you gap up. It's a good move if you caught it. Still, the one thing I don't like, 50 still sloping down and you're below it. And you're below this trend line, and you're below this trend line. If anything, until this fills out or does something else, I mean, you could do an iron condor in there. Maybe you could target 140 and maybe 100. I don't know how much premium's in there, but you could do that for the next until probably February, as this kind of triangle forms or builds out. Something like that. But it does move a lot. It's got some volatility, but you'll be compensated.
Yeah, and you have to think like favorite stocks like Hood, especially how it's been last year, when things dip in general, those are going to be the names that people start buying because as their like narrative hasn't changed, story hasn't changed. All it is price coming down a little bit, some people getting out, stopping out, taking profit, whatever it is. But those are the type of names that people are going to rush back into. So the same thing you saw with like Palantir. Palantir looked awful. And it still doesn't look like fantastic yet, but Palantir looked really bad on Friday. And once again, the market gets a little bit of a bounce, and look what the like favored stocks do.
Yeah, just a big gap up off the low. Here's the close, 167, and we open basically right here at 175. That's a big candle. Bearish Harami, maybe. Like get the big candle.
Yeah, inside. I mean, it's an inside day candle retrace.
Right.
Like, there's nothing like Hood to me looks way, way better than Palantir.
Yeah.
But just like the example is the stocks that people love the most are the ones that they're going to rush back into when the market starts to look good again, when the new year gets going, stuff like that. But those are the names people want to own, and they're willing to buy dips on probably quicker than some other names.
Palantir, if you want to be in it or you like it, for me, I'm not even going to touch this thing until it's above 181 or 182 and back above the 50. Because right now you got these moving averages just stuck here. Like until you can get back above there, like these are just going side. Look at the 50. It's just straight sideways.
So we talked about this with Paul earlier, but the funniest thing that I did see this weekend was Maduro just found out why Palantir trades at a 400 forward P.
Yeah. I saw that.
That was the funniest one I did see.
But look, I mean, you go all the way back to August, the stock has done nothing. I mean, it's had a range, right? But where are you? What are we? Almost maybe lower third maybe of this area right here, this whole space. You've really gone nowhere. So, and this candle, not friendly. So again, if you want to be in this thing, north of 181, 182, reclaim these moving averages, and then I'd be more excited about buying some, but I wouldn't be like trying to swing calls in this right now. Not me. Amazon's the one I just like, what are we doing with this? Like, this is just, I don't know what I want to do. Almost looks like a Chinese stock. There's so many gaps all over. It's just the earnings. I don't know. What do you do with this? Regular buy a condor on it. Hopefully it goes the other. It breaks somewhere, or it just keeps going sideways. 200 sideways. The 50, the 20. Everything's just moving to the right. Flat. No direction.
Just close my spreads. Close them.
I ain't closed mine. Mine's still up there.
No, I didn't close them. I'm just telling the market just close my spreads.
Close them.
Yeah.
Give me
They're
gotta figure
worthless.
out-
I ain't doing shit now.
Yeah,
I've got to
same.
figure out the sizing because, like, I keep nailing entries on these spreads, but then, like, then I look and I'm like, well, I'm up too much on these. Like, I went too heavy.
Like, cause consistency.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. And I guarantee if I'm making that much, I'm risking way too much.
Oh yeah.
So
I just going. Are you going wider or bigger or more contracts? Are you an SPX?
Today I did
Yeah, he's doing SPX.
SPX. I did 69 30s and 69 50s.
Hey, let's go, brother. I did $10 wide. I did 69 30s and 69 40s at 55.
I think that's all I did. I can't remember.
What was your premium? How many contracts did you do?
Too much.
Can never
can
be
tell
too
you.
much.
No, it was because like I added to it.
I almost did. I thought about it because mine went to like $1. I was down like 75, 80%. And then it hit the spot where I was looking to finally go short on SPY. So I didn't add to the credit spread. I just left it alone. And then the risk I put on back in the market was shorting SPY. And then we caught high of day, banked on the puts, and then caught credit spread, came back green, and now
Okay,
original
so I
position's
did.
at 98%. But
I started out like my starter. I did 69.20, 69.40s. I only did like 4 of those, but then when we pushed a little bit higher, I did 69.30, 69.50s, and I got 0.85 credit the first time and 1.4 credit the second time. But I did like 10 each time, so I think I did way too many.
yeah, I mean, I
That's-
did.
I made
and
20.
I did.
I made $2,300
I did-
and I closed out like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, I did 10 today as well. But so for me, I mean, max profit $550. Usually my
You're 10,
normal.
you're 10 wide on 10 contracts. It's 10 G's if it goes in the money.
Yeah, my risk was way too high. My risk was like 20K, I think, which I could have just flattened all. So like I guess like knowing that, like I just kind of, but it
The
can go
risk
against you
is
quick.
20K, but it's really never going to see that. You're never going to let it go. I mean,
No, you would take a a stop or an exit or whatever. And
Yeah.
my only thing is like I'm just trying to, because I have this 50K Vanquish account. I'm just trying to figure out like my sizing and my timing on these. So I'm still like learning on these spreads. Like I understand the spreads, but I'm trying to figure out my risk management and my sizing. Like I get the rest of it's fine. I'm just trying to adjust to the account size here.
I think one thing that I do, I mean, it's because I trade these credit spreads during the day or iron condors and stuff. But like I target 50% of net credit. So if you're taking, if you're collecting $1, like I want to take it off at 50 cents, because the last thing you want to do is be down you're up 70% profit in the thing. We get some news and it wicks against you and blows you out to 5G loser, like, or you got to put in a stop loss or something. But I like to target 50% of net credit from all the research I've done and stuff. Like that seems to be your probability, your win rate goes up dramatically. But the other thing, like I'm just pulling up here, like on SPX, like I put on mine up here at like right around the 69.10 is when I started to sell them. Once I seen we tagged this resistance over here, and I wanted to see how we acted. We kind of just started to go sideways, and then as we started to build out that kind of point of control in ES, I said this is probably where we'll end up. Like I just started seeing all this volume in here, and I'm like, all right, I put it on like right in here. And what have we done? We just went sideways.
Yeah. Well, I had like the way I read the charts, like it worked out perfectly. Like I was like, okay, even if we get through this like 905 area, I don't think we're gonna like if we. I was thinking, okay, we'll probably reject at that 920, which was previous all-time high, 69.20.
Yeah.
If not, the gap fill was to 69.30, and I was like, okay, well, even at worst case scenario, if it hits that gap, I still think there's a good chance that it doesn't go, at least comes back down. So I at least get a chance to get out or reassess up there. So that's why I picked those strikes that I did today. Like the
Same.
what on the how wide do you guys usually go? 2 strikes, 4 strikes? I've been playing around with both of those, just trying to see which one I like better.
I do $10 wide right now.
I do typically when I'm doing iron condors, I do 20. Like if I'm 20 wide, the only thing is I'd rather do, I mean, at least if you're trading in an active account, I'd rather do wider and less contracts because the exchange fees on SPX are expensive. You start
Yeah,
looking
and
at the fees, like,
I agree.
lot.
Iron condors, you're gonna do both sides. Then I think $20 wide is usually pretty good for me. Day trading them, SPX just call credit spread, put credit spread at areas of support resistance, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I like doing $10 wide. Also, Weeble, if you do a $20 wide spread on SPX, good luck getting filled for the first little bit. I swear to God, you'll put the order in, you'll be sitting there, and they'll try to get 60, and they'll tell you that's at 60. But if your bid is like 45, the ask can be like 70 or 75, and it's like a $20-something difference on the premiums. Like, you're like, why aren't you filling the order? But my broker won't fill it. Webull won't do it if the spread is way too wide. So doing the $10 wide spread is a lot easier for me to get filled on. So that's the reason why I do. There's nothing worse when I'm trying to close out that trade for plus 60, 70%, and Webull won't fill it because like my bid is 0.05 and the ask is 0.20. So it's like $15, $20 wide. I'm trying to get in the middle somewhere like 10 or 15, and it won't fucking fill.
Here's why. Here, I can help you with that. So here's one thing you can do. If you're in a spread, at least if you're in an Iron Condor, you can just buy the middle. So just buy your short strikes back, because if your long strikes are too far out of the money and there's no bid on them, they're not going to get filled. So what you can do is just go in and
close the one side of the leg.
Yeah, or close the middle. Like if I'm in an Iron Condor sometimes and I'm let's say I'm 20, 25 wide and it's late in the day, there's no bid on the long strikes because they're so far away. They're 1 deltas, 2 deltas at that point, whatever they are. So
Correct.
I'll just close the meat. So it's like, hey, I still got a little juice. Just try to close your short strikes. So you usually be able to get filled on those and let the other ones, if they're 2, 5 pennies, like who cares? Just let them expire worthless. You know what I mean? So that's one way you can get out of them. Because a lot of times it's your long strikes that you're trying to sell that nobody wants for 5 cents because they're one delta.
Everybody else is trying to sell them too.
Yeah, right? Like nobody wants out of them. So you just buy your short strikes back if you're in an Iron Condor, or same thing on a if you're one-sided, you can just buy the short put back or the short call back and just let the other, if it's marking for 5 cents, let your long strike expire worthless. And usually you can get filled on those most of the time.
This question or whatever, this question right here. So like, I've been playing with the 4 and the 2. You can obviously manually set it up and all that stuff. It's much easier to deal with and figure it out for me, at least, just going up to the 4 that they do. You can go 2 wide or 4 wide, or I think it's like 1 through 4 or whatever, but I just use the built-in version on that Dex or whatever, DX Trader, whatever it's called. But yeah, you can manually do all of it. And it's funny because like sometimes you'll hear Knots or KC, I'm sure Will does this. Yeah, I've done this a couple times, starting to toy around with it. Instead of doing like an Iron Condor off the bat, you can essentially do one side of the Iron Condor, and then price bounces, you do the other side later. And so you can work yourself into an Iron Condor during the day by just doing one side at a time.
Yep, you can ladder into it. Like today, I pulled up the hourly, but the reason that I did, like, as we ramped this morning, I was looking, like, I just looked left and I'm like, hey, you got these couple pointed controls where there's overlapping value, like right in here. So I figured, I'm like, if we're going to come, we'll probably at least come to this area and do something, right? And that's where I put on the trade, because I'm like, we're probably, and then obviously we tag this high up here. So that's why, to M's point, is like, when we started to trade above 55 in ES, which is like 69.05 in SPX, I figured even if we got a little bit of a wick higher, it wasn't just going to run through this, because we'd already run so much, and you got these points of controls that were to my left. So that's kind of what I looked at when I put it on. And then we backed off from it. So, yeah, on the spreads, I try to like this morning, if you try to open it at the open, you can, but I like to try to figure out how the market's going to trade, like what direction. And then I look at the internals as well. Like, are we getting a lot of ticks to the upside or the downside that are aggressive? Like, what does the breadth look like? And then that's when I, if everything's kind of gets a little bit more neutral, where you have sectors going in different directions, that's when like Iron Condors are good. Or, if I'm one-sided and we get a rally, but everything looks a little bit more bearish, I'll sell the call side, or vice versa. I'll sell the puts if everything, it comes in and things look a little bit more bullish on the internals, then I'll sell the put spread.
I like this comment right here too. Like if you're short, if you're short calls at 69.20 and you're long at 69.40, they get up 50%, kind of like Will was saying. You could close those out, lock those in. Honestly, you could keep the other ones if you wanted to. I mean, they're depending on where they're at in the day, but if they're, low bid and there's nothing there, I mean, what's that like? If they're at 0.05 or 0.10 or 20 or something like that. I mean,
Sure.
is that a huge difference in what you're going to make versus having maybe just a little protection if things like start spiking or going crazy into the end of the day? It's not a terrible thought. I try on the spreads to keep it a little bit more simplistic of here's where I think we're going to stay today. Here's where I see support and resistance. Like KC was saying earlier, I'm going to sell premium above this or below this either way. And then goes in my favor most of the day. I'm going to start locking in profit and not even worry about it. Like, I would love to, let them expire if I could, but I'm still trying to figure it out on the sizing side of things. But if I'm up on it, I don't mind just closing it out. Now, obviously, if you have day trade considerations and stuff like that, that's something else to consider. A lot of times you're building up an account. You don't want that extra day trade on there, right, Casey? Isn't that how it... Like if you close it out, doesn't it hit you with a day trade unless you just let it expire?
For
SPX.
Like if you're under the 25K, which hopefully they get rid of that soon. But like I think that's what Knots was saying the other day was like if you have like 5 or 10K in your account, you're trading, a small account, you're doing spreads.
correct.
And you if you close it out, you're going to get hit with with a day trade.
Correct.
But if you just let it expire, it doesn't count it. Is that how it works?
That is correct. Yeah, because it's just going to be cash settled. It's not going to count as
Perfect.
you closing it for a day trade. So you're good. IWM rolling over, by the way, into the close here. SPY starting to get a little bit of a candle downside. Watch to see if we do flush.
Yeah, WM.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they don't just square off if that one comes down and tech pushes back up or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if SPX just pulls back down to 6,900 and close there.
Just close right there. That would make the most sense to me. Just pin it, or
There
like
you go.
05, just pin it 05.
You got some thin structure here too. Look at this. The structure gets below here. It could get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, there could be an entry here. NQ, POC, and VWAP for both 601 and 604. I have algo levels that support as well, but you're kind of sandwiched.
We're
Your
just
mic's going up just a little bit there, Joe.
the other thing to the
Better?
back credit spreads is if you are trading them, it's your width is one thing, but it's also depends on what your short delta is. So I'm always looking at for day trades, depending on what it is. Like I like to be around that 15 delta, maybe 16, 17, something like that. That's like a good starting point. Iron Condors, I mean, you can get up to 20 if you want to do it, and they usually do come in pretty good, but I don't like to be tighter than that. So if you're short strike, you should be, I would say, 20 delta or less. I don't want to go to like a 7, 8 delta because the risk reward is too low. If you're trying to spread that wider, you can get you can get yourself into trouble. So I like that 15 to 18 delta. No more than 20. If volatility is higher, I will go in a little bit. I'll go to a 20 delta. If it's a little lighter, I might get a little further out on the short strikes. Because the other thing is when your deltas are a little tighter and you're closer to, obviously the out of the money ones are going to decay the fastest, but they also have the most gamma risk at the end of the day. So you got to be careful on those. Cheap for a reason.
But yeah, you gap up 1% on the day, and then just have that was the other thing. So obviously banks, energy, a lot of these other names were all strong today, but a lot of tech did not participate at all. I mean, you look, Nvidia's down, Broadcom and Apple are both down bad. Microsoft's been weak all day. It's break even. Google's break even. I mean, without the largest weighted stocks, it's hard to get much follow through on a big move. I mean, they could have played some catch up, I guess, but just from what I was seeing in the price action this morning was hey, like these banks and these, minerals and energy names and all this stuff. Like a lot of them are flying. Some things like Hood and some other,
But it's
Palantir and some of these other
the
things.
lower weighted sectors. That's
Yeah, but they're all lower weighted. So
Right.
like, I mean, your Mag 7 or your top 10 tech stocks, well, all of them kind of, I mean, some of them were okay. I mean, what was it? Amazon and Meta were decently strong out of the gate, but they were like the only ones. And so I was like, okay, just don't think we're really going to get a big follow through here to the upside if they aren't participating, if your leaders aren't really participating. So all we've really done is chopped, so that kind of worked out.
I mean, look at this candle on this is XLK, right? I mean, we literally wicked to the trend line this morning,
Yeah.
and then just boom.
Then
So-
you go look at XLF and you're like, whoa.
Yeah. So that one's the other one, right? The candle was vertical. Now that's coming in a little bit, and now you're getting like
New all-time high.
now look
XLE, I think, was new all-time high.
at Nvidia, right? Yeah, XLE. But XLE is 3% of the S&P. It's a small piece. So XLK is roughly 34%. Your second one is going to be financials, which is XLF. So that's your next one. And then you got, I think communications is the next one, or healthcare. One of the two. They're about the same, about 10%. So healthcare is one, which obviously that wasn't looking good off the open either. So that's where you get those divergent sectors, and that's why you're like, well, if tech doesn't participate and it's only banks, it's going to be hard to drag the market a lot higher unless you get tech, healthcare, and communications going all in the same direction. And the other one would be
Yeah, I haven't looked at the numbers in a while. I'm pulling them up right now because I just have those rough. As of
weighting.
January 2026, information technology 34.4%. Obviously dominated by the magnificent seven giants like Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple. Financials 13.4%. Communication services 10.6%. Consumer discretionary is 10.4%. Healthcare is 9.6%, and then it goes down from there.
What I've been surprised
The,
to see too is like leaders in the sense of like nations. You know what I mean? Like the Euro Stock 50 and the FTSE's flying, and it's
Yeah,
looking like
yeah.
our SPX and our Qs are lagging.
why don't we
Yeah.
just quickly let's pull up the international stuff just
Not to
for
cut you off before.
Oh, dude, go look at Latin America. Look at what is it? IW. What is it?
IWZ or
ILF.
Yeah, that's big. There you go. That's
ILF looks.
chart.
ILF looks good. That's why, like, it's Latin America, but it's obviously the news. Whatever, people are excited about it, but
Look,
It's
look
for,
at
like,
50, nice upward
it's a,
sloping.
it's a good-looking chart. Like the chart looks really
Sideways
good.
and boom. It looks nice, actually. I like that.
EEM as well, kind of more general.
Yeah, EEM's gonna have more China in there, obviously, and you look at names like Baidu, and Baidu's had a big
Yeah,
run.
and those are doing really well today too. Or they were earlier. I haven't looked since, but Baba
Yeah,
and Baidu.
Baidu on the daily. Look at that big gap up the
Yeah.
last few days. That's driving that.
These two candles of Baidu are hilarious. Look at that.
I know, dude.
What is that?
K-Web is another one. K-Web off the low, so that's a big component of EEM, which is the China Internet ETF. That's another one.
Interesting to see.
MOC.
Close.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you got for MOC?
Let's
Look at this, the
see.
DAX. New all-time. Is that all-time highs? I think so.
Amazon sell side. Tesla's sell side. Intel and Apple are actually buy side. Yeah, there's no real like significant names on here. Marvell's a buy side. Verizon sell side. There's not really significant
I'm seeing on the
amounts.
S&P as a whole, minus 1.2 billion, on the Nasdaq minus 500 million, on the Dow minus 400, and on the Mag 7 minus 600.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling those out. I saw it, but I couldn't tell if it was buy or sell.
I got it
couldn't get
from
back to it.
Financial Juice.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't get back to the screen fast enough.
You
I
good?
saw all the numbers, but I didn't like see if they were buy or sell, so I didn't want to just say it wrong.
See if they bring it down to 6,900 right before close.
Yeah, I still think maybe 2 levels here. They're going to bring it back to the 40, 5 points lower. I mean, your range on what futures is roughly, what do you got? 25, 30 points? Not even 25? Nothing crazy.
Was it
EWZ, is that the other one?
EWZ is Brazil. EWW is Mexico. I think there's another. But a lot of that, I mean, Mercado Libre is going to be pretty heavy weighted in some of those.
Yeah, Brazil was up here, and now you got
I think Mercado Libre is weighted pretty heavy in some of those. I
yeah.
haven't looked. I was looking at like just the current
Look at that
top
candle.
10 weightings of SPY.
Woo! Hello, Mercado Libre just on a face ripper.
There seems like the start of our downside on the indices.
Back to the ES.
I get a
Like, I
sponsorship.
mean, like minute by minute, you know, it's nothing.
Mercado Libre, yeah, you got it. There it is. Show them the bag.
I'm assuming these are Los Reyes that come tonight. I'm assuming these are gifts for my kids. Everyone wants you to switch to dark mode.
Dark mode? I could. It's tough.
You don't have to if you're. No, you do what you're used
I
to.
gotta. I can't.
Jordan's been fighting me on it too. Jordan does this like cream.
Will, don't let them change you. You stay bright white charts. Do not let them change you. No.
You like the light charts? You know what?
better keep they're
Never.
so much better.
Never.
Light charts,
Like
10 times better.
I
you
got
just wake
dark-
up and get flashbanged. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that how you wake up in the morning and just flashbang?
Look at this. Look at this. 6,900 SPX right there.
In Thinkorswim, all my charts are dark, but in TradingView, I've had them on light. I get a little.
White
I have a
charts
little-
matter, all right? White
Yeah,
charts
white-
matter, bro.
Light charts matter.
White charts matter, bro.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
funny.
what to tell you.
These SPX 6,900s, I saw them at $80. Now they're at 170. Look at this.
Nice.
Just freaking
There
going
it is,
straight
SPX.
to it. Yep. Look at that. With how much time we got? Plenty of time. 5 minutes left. They can rug it some more. Underneath 6,900, he's gonna bounce it.
Come on, AMD, rug it.
Rug City.
200, 220.
This would have been the butterfly of the day, right at 6,900.
My God.
Oh, they're gonna hold it right here. You watch.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised.
Then we're gonna have this gap down here for tomorrow.
I don't know. They may flush it here. They flush it, close it under here. It's going to look like a rejection on the daily.
Yeah, you got all this. I mean, POC definitely migrated higher, but not much.
The NASDAQ is under the 20-day again. It's crazy. The 9 and 21, 20-day and 50-day are all within like 70 points of each other on a 25,000 point instrument. That's crazy.
Jensen speaking right after the close. Oh, yeah. Evan's there.
Yeah, got Jensen.
Evan's
There you
just
go.
hanging out there.
Leroy Jensen.
Yeah. Look
Pretty
at.
sweet.
We're just gonna sit in this triangle. I'm telling you. And then we're gonna have fireworks, one way or the other. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere.
And for a lucky SPY, we'll rug to 686.70 real quick. But
I'll pull up. Let's do Qs and just for everybody else trading that. I mean, it's the same chart, but Neither, again, whether it's NFP, whatever. I mean, here, this gets us into Fridays right here. We don't have a lot of time to figure this out. So you're going to get some type of move. Either it's going to be this or it's going to be this. You guys.
Come on, AMD. Give me a new low day.
Even with what you were just saying, Will, we're getting closer to earnings on some of the earlier companies.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I don't like that because I feel like people are going to start running up into that.
Dude, IREN. Oh my god.
Brent and
There's only
Justin
one in the bank
stopped the
behind
normal
it, I'll
Discord.
tell you that, and that's the first to report. So
Justin ended up stopping the normal Discord and just does his like official mentorship thing now. But we're still homies.
Microsoft.
Still talk to him. We're just not like doing that Discord room anymore.
Dude, what a day for
It was
Iron.
fun though. They converted a lot of people to their mentorship and are just doing that now. It's called
Iron was our-
Exit Plan.
woo,
Dude,
that thing
I
is
know.
looking. That is
I'm
a
so,
mode.
so upset, dude. So upset.
I think
An
not in that
RKT.
one.
Spreads about to expire. Let's go.
Let's go. Microsoft
Extra
closing a little bit
$500.
ugly on the daily.
Yeah.
So I was just going through some of these daily
Oh,
charts
man.
to see.
That
You know what
don't
this
look
is
good.
called? Anybody know what this is called? The Batman trade.
The back.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, yeah, I love
Bat.
that one. It's
Oh,
like a tower
ARM.
out there in Nashville. You ever been
Let's
to Nashville? They have
go.
the Batman Tower.
The
ARM, new low of day here. Come on. Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna say Microsoft below the 200, not gonna be good for the NDX. No way, no
Oh,
how.
bueno.
Just nothing exciting there. I sold out into February. I sold some calls in the call spreads.
Hey,
in
look
the-
at Apple.
Yeah, that's another one.
All right, 335 here on ARM.
That range is weird.
Listen, Apple and Microsoft looking like this is not good for the indexes in any way.
Well, that's what I was just going to call out just a second ago. NVIDIA, 7.38% of SPY. Apple, 7%. Microsoft, 6.25%. It's 20% of your entire index right there. And all three of those are red today.
Correct. And don't look good. And on the daily,
It can be healthy for like the broadening of the market, but you're not going to get any like crazy breakout moves with the three heaviest weighted, stocks that just red and not doing well and not looking good either.
no, like on the longer time frames, like they just don't look healthy. I mean, you have Apple now decisively below the 50-day, right?
All right, $125 per
And
contract
closing.
gain on the ARM 115 puts. Gonna swing
go.
runners free if they go in the money, but new lows right here into the close.
We're in the last minute.
You're gonna need some help there. I mean, your top 10 biggest stocks. I don't love any of the charts. Don't love them. I love the lasers coming out of KC's
Oh yeah, baby.
laser beams.
It was a day.
I need the argument that somebody can why the indexes should just power higher. Like I can't go through all these charts and say I just don't see this pattern like this. It's more of a distribution pattern where again you tried to make this high and just didn't do it.
Oh, they pinned it.
Oh, ding,
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 ding, ding, ding,
Who
ding.
would
Where
have
did we,
guessed? Who
where
would
did
have
we
guessed?
close? 2 points over it?
Yeah, they went down to
69.02.
68.98 and they closed it at 69.02. So
So look
If
at
we
that.
get a dip by tomorrow to like 68.80,
Almost right at what
What?
Thursday's high. We closed it right there, basically.
who would have guessed?
if we get a
Extra
dip to
4 in a
68.80 tomorrow, that might be just the long.
Good job.
Yeah.
68.
SPX call credit spreads on the challenge account for 2026 expired full profit 100%.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
We reclaimed all the moving averages.
We up. Bad.
Like Tesla.
TQQ reclaimed everything but the
80.
20. What'd you say about Tesla?
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, what were you saying?
I was saying, when you look at the big names, like we're saying, Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Netflix, Broadcom, Oracle, like the semi names, AMD, none of them look great. right? The charts like on a daily time frame, like they're kind of, I would say, either bearish or no man's land or sideways, which to get acceleration in the indexes, you need these to participate. We can get the other 4 or 5, the 400 stocks in the S&P to do it, but you can't have 30% of the weighted stocks in there, which is those 10 top 10 or more. You need help from them to move the index. You just do in a more meaningful way.
It seems so selective.
I hate to sound bearish, but like, because we're not like bearish, but I'm just saying like the leaders need to lead for a significant move. Like you can get this choppy or float higher type of thing, but in the leaders led up, they led down, they led up, they've kind of led down a little bit here. They need to come back and lead for us to really get going. Now maybe that's earnings in 2 weeks or so, but that's the main watch that I have in the broad market right now. And
yeah,
just are the leaders actually going to lead us? Because like without Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, like I just, you need those to really lead you, and they have been leading for a strong period of time. Like what, 3 years basically? 2023 basically, I think, is when they kind of really started going. And if they're not leading, then I just wonder what can the market as a whole actually do? Now, there's going to be a lot of individual opportunities, different names, sectors, and all that stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for the indices themselves to have a significant move anywhere, you need the leaders to go back to leading, which this catch-up is healthy. It's broadening of the market. It's healthy. But that's what I'm looking at to see before I really get excited about like another leg, a full leg up in the market.
Yeah, where you're talking 2, 3, 4, 500 points higher in SPX, we're going to like 74, 7,500, something like that. Like the only constructive out of the big names is probably Google, but that's also run a lot too. So that's probably the most constructive out of all of them, as long as we stay kind of in this area. I mean, you get some strength there.
Look,
has had a big run.
If we hit 7K on the S&P, it's only a percent. What is it? Percent and a half higher, somewhere in that range. It's not far. Like, but to get a significant move out of this, like, from where we're at to get a 3-4% move out of here, or larger, I think you got to have strong earnings. You got to have these leaders go back to leading the market.
Yep.
The sideways. I mean, look, the credit spreads. So like this comment right here, you can do credit spread. Honestly, you can do credit spreads no matter what in any market, even in a breakout market. Statistically, most of your moves happen overnight anyway. That's why swing trading is so popular, because most of your moves, like your significant moves in the market, happen overnight and then consolidate during the day. But as a whole, if you're like swinging spreads right now, like I feel like you could probably comfortably sit in some type of sell premium until something changes. Now, obviously, job data on Friday, earnings season's like 2.5 weeks away, and then tons of other pieces of data coming out. Whatever the Supreme Court ruling on tariffs, I mean, that's on the horizon. So we're gonna get some fireworks here at some point. I don't know which direction, but we should get some fireworks here before too long.
It doesn't even seem like doom and gloom, put all your money in the mattress, but it's just like, don't try to hit the gas when just everybody else is letting off and all the cars are going behind you. You don't want to be going full speed into that empty bridge.
I would agree. I would just say, like, on the weekly,
caution flags out.
Whoa. Is that real Zeta?
What is it?
Zeta, is that candle real?
I'm seeing it too.
Yeah.
CETA.
That candle's real? Holy shit.
Wow.
I see it as well, yeah.
Shit. Oh.
What's the news?
Ah!
I don't see any
Motherfucker,
headline.
22.5 calls just went in the money. Why couldn't they do that before?
I know, during the market. Oh.
What
23.
is going on?
Look at this thing.
Holy shit.
Are they getting mentioned at the CES thing just started? Zeta, hold on. Partnership with OpenAI.
Hold,
Pump that tank.
motherfucker, hold.
Oh shit.
Let's Go!
That shit better hold it in the
It's
bar.
up 7% right now.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
You're gonna see this name all over X tomorrow.
Where's nuts?
Bro,
Yeah,
let
right.
me sell. Damn, shouty. Why'd you have
Yeah,
to wait
OpenAI
until after
partnership is
market
actually
close?
moving things again.
Gosh, dang it, man.
Yeah, that's wild. There you go.
What the fuck?
ticker O. Offering.
That's probably not.
Oh,
fun.
it's Realty Income.
It's yeah.
It's a REIT.
I love how they announced that right after like the market closed, so Casey couldn't get out of his calls.
I know,
Yeah.
right? They're probably oh, what the shit? How much? So right before market close, they were up 32%, and now they're in the fucking. I guarantee you, those things are probably closer to 80 to 100
Yeah,
with the fucking
acceleration is
volatility
fast.
right now. Oh,
That CES is starting right now, by the way.
Lit.
Wow. Well, it's a way to close out the day.
Yeah, no kidding. I'll just leave you with this big weekly or daily chart on the SPX.
Yeah.
Here you go. Look at this divergence that's developed. And look at what happened when it started to develop over the past. You get this candle, October 10th. You get another run up. Then you guess what? Guess where we touched? Right to the trend line. Now you form this. Boom. Now you get another. You just keep making lower highs. This is probably equal high here to equal high here. But if you want to go back and look over here, you had kind of a same looking pattern. Look at this. Distribution, rally back to highs, kind of chopped, and then we started selling.
holy candle! What the shit?
So here's your
Maybe-
line in the sand.
maybe
We
tomorrow
break this
morning
trend line,
already?
we fill this up.
I
That's
know
it.
Casey just wants to go to sleep and wake up now.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just want to sell. What the? Why did they wait until after hours?
Hey, M said it right before the market closed. Majority of biggest moves happen.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I don't just say
like,
shit, guys.
It's
just
true.
actual data.
I mean, equity's pumping, but oh my
Uh,
god,
that's
dude,
funny.
let me.
Can't
let
get out of
me-
them. Maybe soon they'll have 24-hour options trading, and then
We just
We'll
need a
just be
2x
drinking
leverage
Red Bulls
Zeta
all
ticker
day.
is what we need. That's
You
what
gonna make me trim in the morning?
You're gonna see a lot of degens are gonna be exposed. We have 24-hour option market.
we
I
need.
tell you what.
I'm gonna get texted at 3.
Vegas will
Brody's
be Vegas will be closed.
Yeah.
Why do you need to sell? Why can't you wait till tomorrow? Because he wants to take his profits and get out. Because by tomorrow
never-
it might not be where it's at right now.
Mm-hmm.
It might be. It might come in and just sell off overnight. Who knows? You know. I don't expect this with this move that we're seeing necessarily. But you just never know. You could wake up and that shit is in the
Gone.
dumps, and you're like, what did that?
It's like
do?
earnings. You get the first move,
Yeah.
and then you could end up 5% lower. You have no idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey! Let's
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to put the bad juju. I'm putting positive.
come on now.
Or you could wake up and it could be 35.
Yeah.
No, I think you're gonna wake up and be good. I'm genuinely, but we'll see. All right, y'all. I'm hopping out of here. It's been a
Yeah.
hell of a day,
I gotta skedaddle as well.
but make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Shout out Leverage, one of our sponsors. Bunch of leverage tickers, 2x leverage tickers that we're always trading. Maybe we get a Zeta leverage ticker one of these days, so Casey can sell his position and not have to
Hell
worry
yeah.
about not have to worry about options. But all you guys enjoy the rest of the day. We love y'all, and we will see you bright and early tomorrow on Spaces, and then back on stream.
Love you.